back to another How To with Ziad and Mia. Today, we're going to be showing you how to find a financial advisor. And just to start off, I want to say thank you to all of you who have subscribed to our YouTube page or have been liking our videos. It's really been helping our channel grow. And also, if you're not already, you should definitely be following our other social media. We have Twitter, we have TikTok, we have Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of it. So if you're not already following it, you should be, because we are pushing out content daily.
Yeah, almost basically every day. This is all for you guys. And so first and foremost, I want to say thank you so much for supporting us. If you haven't been following us already, subscribe or follow us, like, comment, keep showing love, and also let us know what you want us to talk about. This is all for you. And so we want to make sure that we're diving into the subject that you're interested in. But again, really appreciate the support, everyone.
Yes, absolutely. So we looked back and we were watching some of our old videos, and we saw that we were continuously saying, talk to your financial advisor if you have questions. But we never really explained what a financial advisor even does and how you can get one. So we're going to help you find a financial advisor.
Yeah, exactly. It's one of the biggest questions people ask. I feel like everyone hears the term financial advisor all the time, but they don't actually know what it is. And so one of the first things that you want to look for when it comes to looking for a financial advisor in the first place is making sure that they have proper licensing. Financial advisors there to provide investment advice, and in order to do so, they need to be licensed to legally be able to do that. And so when you look for a financial advisor, you want to make sure that your advisor, at minimum, has a Series 65 or Series 66 license. That's going to allow them to legally give you specific investment advice. Otherwise, be wary. But Series 65, Series 66, so important. Beyond that, there are other kind of licenses or certifications that an advisor can get to further boost and show that they have more experience in the field than others. First and foremost is the CFP. CFP stands for Certified Financial Professional. This is the holy grail of financial planning. If you have a CFP, you know what you're doing. You have high expertise in overall financial planning in the field. So when you look for an advisor, this is definitely something you want to keep in mind. Beyond that, there's a couple other certifications to mention. One that I know is a CDFA. That's meant for situations where if you're a couple going through a divorce and not sure how to effectively split those assets, CDFAs specialize in that. Or CPWA, that's your Certified Private Wealth Advisor. That's for people in more high net worth situations. If you have a lot of assets in a lot of different places, if you have stock options, if you have, real estate, other kind of things, right? CPWA is going to be able to help you really effectively plan there as well. And so keep licensing in mind when you're looking for that financial advisor. It's so important.
Yes, absolutely. And I think another area where the line kind of gets blurred is the difference between an agent and an advisor. So agents are individuals who represent a broker-dealer or an issuer in effecting transactions in securities. And they usually work on a commission basis, versus an investment advisor representative makes recommendations or renders advice regarding securities. So they will manage accounts or portfolios of clients, and they solicit offers or negotiate for the sale of investment advisory services. So broker-dealers are more on the transaction business, and they get paid if they sell a security to a client, versus investment advisors are in the advisory business, and they get paid to manage the client's assets on their behalf.
Yeah, exactly. The agent is kind of more the old school type of financial advisor. They're there to more sell you a specific type of investment, while the investment advisor is there to really manage your overall portfolio, make sure all of your investments are performing as best as possible. And so the golden question, right, the one that everyone asks is, what does a financial advisor do? Well, financial advisor's goal is to sit down with you, review your financial situation, and create a plan to achieve whatever goals that you have. Some common goals are, buying a home, paying for your kids' college, making sure you're retiring in a timely manner, paying off debts, anything along the lines of that. That's what an advisor is there to do. There's a lot of different financial professionals that focus on specific areas, right? You have an accountant for taxes, you have a real estate agent, you have your insurance agent. A financial advisor should be viewed more as like the quarterback of your financial life. But rather than looking at one specific area, they're making sure the overall financial picture is in order. They want to take all these different pieces in your financial life and making sure they're working together to achieve whatever goals that you have planned.
I like that analogy, the quarterback. I
Yeah.
think another important thing to consider when you're looking for your financial advisors is this advisor a fiduciary? And a fiduciary is a person or an organization that is legally and ethically bound to act in their client's best interests. So only independent registered investment advisors are required to act in fiduciary capacity or are fiduciaries. And so for GK, we're independent and we have fiduciary responsibility, which means that there are no conflicts of interest. Broker dealers and others can have suitability requirements, but they aren't required to be fiduciaries. So while they can still make recommendations that are good for you, these recommendations may not be what's best for you.
Yeah, exactly. You want to make sure that your advisor is having your back at all times, and making sure that advisor's fiduciary is the best way to do so. Mia also mentioned, the fact that we are independent. That is really important. I want to stress the importance of being an independent advisor. What being independent means is that we don't have any products of our own to sell you, right? Everything we're doing is based on the research we make on thousands of different investments. We are not tied to anything. And that puts us on your team. We don't have any kind of conflicts of interest. To kind of give a good example, if you work at a larger advisory institution and you have products of your own, you're going to say that there's no better investment to make than your own products. You're going to, if you work with a bank as an advisor, right, you're going to tell your clients to get loans from that bank rather than other banks. And so being independent allows you to really shop around and find what's best for each person, each situation, because no one's going to be the same, and it's never going to work out the same for every person. You want to make sure that you have that ability to customize your plan for your specific needs.
Absolutely. So, what should you expect going into a meeting now with your financial advisor? And your first meeting is going to be a lot of discovery and understanding your situation. Your advisor should be running through, a comprehensive financial plan with you. So they're going to figure out your net worth and goals, insurance coverage, retirement accounts, and help you budget. And then suggest an allocation to stocks and bonds and how much you should be saving each month.
Yeah, exactly. They tend to have years of experience. They work with hundreds of clients, and they're there to make sure that your money is being put in the best places possible for what you're trying to accomplish. And so the big thing when working with an advisor is, obviously this isn't free. What does an advisor typically charge? And so there's a couple ways to charge a fee as an advisor. You can have a fixed fee to create a financial plan and then kind of leave it to you to execute. You can have an hourly fee, where every hour you meet, every hour of planning that they do for you, that they charge on that basis. And one of the most common ways of charging fees is charging a percentage fee for the assets that an advisor manages. So typically called AUM fees. This is really popular and probably preferred because this puts the advisor on your team. The advisor wants your money to grow just as much as you do. And since it's on the total balance of your assets, they're also not going to be risking your investments or putting them in extremely aggressive and risky positions without it making sense, because they don't want to lose a lot of money or risk a lot of money either. And so that percentage fee is really important. Those AUM fees tend to decline as you have more assets with an advisor. Standard fee can range anywhere from 1 to 1.5% for most advisors. So just be on the lookout for that.
So you said that the standard fee is 1 to 1.5%, but there's definitely some robo advisors with some smaller fees. So you maybe stress why wouldn't I go with a robo advisor then?
Yeah, definitely. That's a big thing when it comes to investing and being conscious of fees. These robo advisors provide supposedly a cheaper alternative to advising, right? Their fees tend to be closer to 0.25%, but you're not getting a lot with it, honestly. As a robo advisor, you're not working with a human being, right? You don't have someone who's dedicated to your specific financial life. What we found with a lot of these robo advisors is the fact that they tend to put you in these cookie cutter plans and these cookie cutter investments where you're in one of 6 pre-made portfolios, depending on certain questions that they ask you in the first meeting, and it's the same for millions of people. And that's just not how things should work. As an individual, you're not the same as the person next to you. And you want to be making sure that, like I mentioned before, that everything is customized to your specific needs. Plus, when it comes to investing, you want to have a sounding board. You want to have someone who's kind of a guiding light for you in your financial life. And that's what having a dedicated person to you allows you to do. And so, yes, they are charging lower fees, but in terms of what you're getting out of it, not really that much. So be aware of that when you do work with a robo advisor.
Yes, and a reason that people tend to go to robo advisors is because I think they don't think that they have enough money to start investing and working with a financial advisor. And they are completely valid, because account minimums for a lot of these popular places to find a financial advisor do have a very high minimum. So I'm actually going to make you guess, Ziad, because I wrote some down here. And I want you to guess what account minimum for Merrill Lynch is.
Merrill Lynch, I'm going to guess like 100,000.
It's 250,000.
Yeah, of course.
So now I'm going to have you guess, how about Goldman Sachs?
Goldman Sachs, I would say they're probably closer to like 500,000.
So you wish, but it's 1 million. And how about Wells Fargo?
Okay, Wells Fargo is probably closer to like, I would say 100,000 again.
Yes, it is 100,000 actually.
Yeah, so, nice.
There you go. You're right. But those account minimums are super high. That won't help you if you're just graduated from college and you're just starting out and you're really trying to build wealth. So one thing that I love about GK is that we stand for having no account minimums. And that's because we're not here to just pay attention to you once you are rich. We're here to help you build wealth and, build financial security. So we have this program, a wealth building program, which is super unique and great that we can offer.
Yeah, one of the biggest things when it comes to building your wealth or getting, building your finances is making sure you have the right foundation, making sure that you're starting on the right foot. And so when you have these high account minimums, you're neglecting these people who just need to be making sure they're starting properly. And so that's what we're here to help with. We want to work with you to help get you to that point as well. And so it's really important to us, and please reach out to us if to schedule a financial consultation. We're happy to walk through this and make sure that your finances are being managed to meet your goals as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Yes, absolutely. DM us, comment in our video. We'll make sure to respond. We might even make a whole video about your comment and question. So go ahead, reach out to us. We're here for you. And I hope that you're getting something valuable and learning from these how-to videos, because these are for you and we want to keep making them for you.
Yeah. And with that, have a great week, everyone. And we'll see you all next Wednesday.
See you next Wednesday.